Is reading the Odyssey changing my perspective of potentially attending 2026 film The Odyssey? I wanted to do another one of these, so I've done this for when I read the Iliad. I did a reading during, or a video during, of would it change how I'm thinking of seeing the 2026 film The Odyssey in theaters? I'm Tanis, she, her, hers of Seattle. And the answer then was yes, or yes and no. What is it? Goat cheese got confirmed in that book. And so I'm reading The Odyssey by Homer now. Daniel Mendelsohn, 2020 translator. And then it's a 2025 University of Chicago Press edition. So here I, Tanis, she, her, hers of Seattle, revisit two of my approaches I came up with for myself in March 2026 for seeing 2026 film The Odyssey in movie theaters around its communicated release date of 17 July 2026. This time taking into account my current reading. So as of today is Wednesday, 3 June 2026 AD of The Odyssey by Homer. Taking into account if this reading of The Odyssey by Homer is changing my perspective of potentially attending a 2026 film, The Odyssey. So I have read The Odyssey by Homer before. I do not remember the specifics of, like, this is a particular edition. I have another edition over there. I don't. It's at this point in time. Okay. So, there's consistency with the Iliad in terms of food. So fine dining feasts included meats, including goat, bull entrails, and thigh bones, bull innards, cooked by roasting/fire, including spits and skewers, wine diluted with water, wine in goblets, water for washing hands, bread. Journey/food for sustenance included barley and goat. And then general foods thus far include cheese consistency with the Iliad, not only from goat, like there's sheep's milk as well, or sheep's milk here and goat's milk there, so like ruminant milk, though not necessarily cow milk, right? But have I not got there yet? So milk consistency with the Iliad, not only from goat. There's no seafood/fish. They do refer to like fish in the sea, but not necessarily as food. So I have the taste of my ancient Greek ancestors, and clearly I was adopted. Like so I live with my adopted family, and my family that I thought was family was growing up. Clearly we don't share any ancient Greek because everybody else loves seafood, and I'm not a seafood person. So it's like, well, there's some sort of interesting confirmation. It's an ancient Greek thing. If you like seafood, you might not be ancient Greek by ancestry. Right? There's one thing, perhaps. Anyway, so it got me thinking, is it changing my perspective? I was like, let me go back. I've covered Greek and goat cheese on my channel before, including at like title level. So I tie in with my life story and YouTube production, return to feta cheese. So essentially this is taking the options that I've put forward in the past and been like, there was one where it was like multiple showings of a movie at a day, of movies, like spending a day at the cinema approach. And I could do like a peanut butter milkshake, which is milk. But then I also put out like I could do like fried fish, which has kind of gotten ixnayed if I want to be consistent with the text, and goat cheese. So the goat cheese I got right. So I'm like, all right, so I was like, all right, let's focus on, of the three, the thing I got like purist correct is the goat cheese. So I was like, tie in with my life story and YouTube production, return to feta cheese. So I have three, and I'll link in the video description, or at least I intend to, currently. And let me go through each. So I ate a box of feta cheese, Greek cheese, while playing a computer game set at a Greek cultural center, including ancient Greeks and gods in Greece, Nancy Drew Labyrinth of Lies, as part of one of my sacred Saturdays in June 2025. So my idea for goat cheese was a relative latecomer, March 2026. Go to 2 showings, do one at each. So this would be like feta cheese is a Greek cheese, and Homer, and the Odyssey is, Homer is a Greek dude, and it's about Odysseus and the Greek gods and stuff like that. So it's about Greece and the Mediterranean region, but it's really about the ancient Greeks. As initially published, 8th century BC, so like 800 BC, so like it's 2026 AD now, so approximately 2,800 years ago. All right, so being like Greek cheese, but goat cheese, so I was like, maybe one of each. So there's that component to it of like, I have a tie-in here, and the Greek Cultural Center included ancient Greeks and gods, so it's consistent with the text in that way. And I already have feta cheese. Okay, so a feta cheese, me eating feta cheese video. So I also have I ate a French brie cheese made of goat milk in February 2024. So that one is a goat milk cheese that I ate a good chunk of, and it was relatively early, so February 2024 that I did that, of these three. And though it's French, so at least it's European, but it's not necessarily a fit ethnically, so to speak. And then there's another one, but it's still European, and it's made of goat milk, and it's early on, kind of like the book. All right, so I'm putting these out there as things for me to think about, and you guys to think about too, like which would you do, or could you do, or would you want to do, or would you want to see me do, that kind of thing. So then the third one is I ate goat cheese while playing a computer game set in an island setting, New Zealand. So as Nancy drew the shattered medallion as part of one of my sacred Saturdays in October 2025. So, and you're like, okay, so it starts off, and Odysseus is, on an island in the deep sea, the heart of the sea, so to speak. And Greece is a nation with lots of islands, and there's a lot of seafaring between the islands. So I'm like, that's a good nautical tie-in. I was like, page 130, so this is hot off the press. I've just finished through page 130, and I was like, I got to make this video because there's another link here. So in page 130, quote, straight away the heart in my breast was shattered, end quote. So physical / bodily heart could quickly be subdivided. That's my note on it. But I was like, it's the shattered term by the translator, but concept in here as well, kind of like the shattered medallion. And so I was like, so there, not only is there the island setting, but there's also a terminology / concept invoked in relation to the heart. So that would actually be kind of cool in the sense of, like, okay, so there's a story time. What would be different about that one? So that would be, so it's in relation to the heart. So that would be, it could bring in my cardiology self-experimentation. So which includes like blood, which includes the blood system, right? So cardiology, there's like, blood. So the heart and the blood it pumps, could be actually drawn in, if I chose that one, through the text of the Odyssey itself. So there we go. Is it changing my perspective? Yeah, I'm really honing in on the cheeses, goat cheese and Greek cheese, and the feta Greek cheese. So because there can be Greek goat cheese as well, but like that kind of thing. So there we go. Is reading the Odyssey changing my perspective of potentially attending 2026 film The Odyssey? Yes, cheese, Greek cheese / goat cheese / goat milk's cheese / Greek goat milk's cheese has come to the forefront.